Well, hey there. Long time no see, right? Welcome back. WeArEuS and this, I forgot the name. This is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Don't check my sources on that, though. Now, I spent the past few minutes opening the doors that are now, open to the champion of the Battle Bliss. Oh, before we do go on, I would like to say I took care of the matter with Sociel's brother. No matter what I do, Sociel's brother is dead because at one point I gave the wrong answer. So, screw me, I guess. Rather than make it a situation where you get 3 out of 4 things right, you still are able to save him. They made it so you need to get, I'm making up the number 4. Though I'm pretty sure it's like 4 or 5 things you need to do perfectly. Frankly, it's really just that you need to provide the correct answers to Sociel over the course of his companion quests. And if you give the wrong answer even once, so his brother just dies. And so that's what happened. I spent hours trying to figure out how to circumvent the poor bastard's fate, but I couldn't, and here we are. I have traveled all the way to the upper city, and these guys decided that they wanted to stand in my way. So, rather than just walk around them, I'm going to go through them. Oh, that's really bad for you, isn't it? The bigger they are. Because everyone's flat-footed, there are no attacks of opportunity on that guy.
Victory is worth the pain.
A terrible thing has happened here. Ivu failed her will check because we don't have Regil, who gives a +2 bonus with either a feat or some piece of equipment he's wearing. And of course she has to fail the goddamn check here, now, of all times. Well, we can unring this bell, so let's move forward, make sure no one needs healing. Outside of Greybor, who's dead. But, well, what can you do about that? Also, horse. Get him out of here. Oh, right. Wait. Frick, I forgot. Ember is supposed to ride Bismuth from now on. I completely forgot to mount her on him. Well, what can you do? So, we'll do nothing. Oh, 8 hits? Well, that's just unfortunate. For you. Oh, right. There's the whole thing. So I was reading through my Steam activity, checking out the updates to games I'm following. And apparently, lo and behold, there's a patch coming for this game that nerfs Ivu's spells. I think her spell caster level or something. I don't really care about that. it nerfs her because apparently they don't like that she's too strong, even though you can't do anything to, you can't give her feats, you can't teach her spells. I don't see what their logic is here. You literally go this route because you get a dragon for free. I mean, she's goofy, yeah, but that's why we love her. And I don't understand the reasoning for it. But I am a wee bit distracted. Let's get him out of here first. Oh, right, he used his attack of opportunity, so he can't do it again. This is her turn. You know, I feel like I spent a level up for people. Oh, I think I did. And we got a load of nice stuff, but I don't remember what it was we got. Oh, right. We got this, didn't we? Why don't you guys have some of this? Or not, just, you know, just chill out. Why not pull up a chair and just bask in the light of this completely useless spell? Where is... There it is. Now, suit up. I like how he just walked right through it. Reflex checks are trash. Anyway, let's get rid of this guy before he hurts someone.
Victory is worth the pain.
You know, when Greybor is dead, he's a really good tank. I no longer have to worry about trying to keep him alive after all. Yeah. The spider triggered his attack of opportunity. Greybor gets... I don't get it. Why didn't he get his turn? Oh, whatever. Not like it really matters anyway. Wait, that thing isn't on, though, is it? I don't really need it right now. Can I get... Yes. And I can do it without hitting Mr. Ed. Right, the whole fire resistance thing. God, he's useless. Okay. Bolstered. And we'll go with someone that'll eat all three. You. And he's finally dead. We'll fix that in a little bit. He does not have jump up, just so we're clear. This guy will kill everyone. So we'll put him after. He's out of there. Whose horse is this and why is... But why? Okay. Breath of Life doesn't require any resources. I just need... No, she's not dead. Now, so we're clear. So that we're clear on this, Greyboar has negative 12 HP, which means he's not going to be getting a revive anytime soon unless we can heal him. Well, he's not going to be getting up until we can heal him. Unfortunate. So we have to delay. You have a heal. And who is it trash? Like, I've seen garbage before, and that is garbage. Well, whatever. He's no longer in the negative. Good for him.
I welcome your company.
Gross. Yeah, we'll go with heal mass. Why the frick not? Yeah, I used it already. Can't get rid of his negative level. It's temporary, but lesser restoration won't fix it because can't have anything nice. And you...
Thank you for inviting me on this journey. Risking life and limb, facing countless dangers. Perhaps I shouldn't thank you.
I could have gone my entire life without hearing that line, but what can you do? We need her to get rid of this mess she made. Because of course the new spell would be useless. Of course it would. I knew better than to expect to have anything nice. That said, goodies. Let's see what we got, actually. Newest to oldest, okay. Three Earthbreakers, those sell really nicely. Glaives, trash. Ring of Protection 3. Don't really have anyone that could use it. He and... yeah, they both have it. Mighty Constitution 4 and Headband of Rigorous Training. The only person who needs wisdom is Lan. Let's see, and the one he took off would have been one of these. Okay. So, at least we did get something out of that fight. Just so we're clear. What does Morrow have on his feet? Ah, that one. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I really didn't have a plan for where I was going. I just wanted to see what would happen. I'd forgotten the part where there would be demons trying to make a name for themselves off of my back. Wouldn't be the abyss otherwise. Now, what I'm trying to do is find... Oh, right. We do need to do that, don't we? Since we've saved, let's go and pay Chavarro a visit. Herax, Mad Glowworm, Patron. I've been to the Rotten Guttery. You hired assassins to kill me. Succeeding at a will check? The little two latches onto your consciousness. Her face contorts in a tense grimace, but you manage to fend her off with a determined effort. Why couldn't you just go there quietly and die? You've caused nothing but trouble. Just in case, because I've seen cases where I choose one option and then I don't get the opportunity to choose anything else, I'm going to go with this first. I'd let Minago go. I don't know where she is now, but she needs your help. Chavarro's voice sounds baffled and distrustful, but holds a slight hint of hope. You let her go? But I thought Minago was dead. Why hasn't she come to me? Perhaps she didn't want me to see her at her most vulnerable, or was she afraid she might draw Baphomet's wrath onto me after she failed at his task again? The little two's voice sounds odd, as if she's about to burst into tears. I appreciate it. Nago needs my help, but I will find her no matter what. Thank you for giving me a chance to see her again and ask for her for... I'm just so sorry for everything that happened between us. She chokes on the words of gratitude, words she is likely uttering for the first time in her life, then turns on her heel and quickly leaves. Just another case of me being right. I couldn't choose anything else, so I'm glad I did go with the Azada option. Don't get me wrong, I would have loved to have killed her. Ooh, you have no idea. Or maybe you do. If you've been following for any length of time, you know I am a little bloodthirsty. Just a little. And I would have appreciated the opportunity to turn her into paste, but here we are. I'm an Azada. I do whatever I want. Naturally, that's why What's-His-Face wants me dead. Because doing whatever I want upsets the balance of things, and he is one of those who doesn't appreciate that. Now, this guy is...
What you're doing. Good.
This guy needs buffs.
Right.
So I need to go ahead and... yeah. Is there anything else he needs? Probably. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. You know, I hesitate to take the boots off of Ember because, like, what else am I supposed to, like, if I put them on Greybor, doesn't he already have shoes, by the way? Shoes that let him get up without, yep. So, never mind that bit. Actually, let's put this on him, since he's having such a hard time. This and this. Anything else we can give him that'll keep him from being an absolute waste of space? I guess I can do this while we're thinking about it. Try not to die again, buddy. Actually, we could summon some treants. Where is that? This and as well. He can't.
Yes?
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Alright. That'll be sufficient. We have planted our tanks and let them take root. Jeez. Shouldn't have been that hard to remember that. Oh. Oh, it's going to be one of these. And the treants are back here. Crap, everyone needs to mount up.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Trust in yourself.
Well, this is a fine mess we've gotten ourselves into. Okay.
A bright future awaits us.
Let's move you back a little. I can't move the treants up any further because I've got nothing. I mean, it makes no sense that I can't actually control these things, even though they're summons. I'm not going to get into that again because it's just going to bring me frustration, and I know it. Sela, would you please give this kind gentleman a talking to? Good, Ivu is on our side, starting this fight. And they're looking at Greybor because he's pretty, I guess. Frankly, I am personally offended and disgusted. I can't use that from him. They all see invisibility, so there's just no point in that. This has bolstered on it. Sela's immune to fire damage, but not unholy damage, which I'm considering turning on. right, if I use this, it has to be... This has to be on. Excuse me, good sir? What? What? I don't understand. The Shadow Demon was summoned when I used the Flame Snake, but it was summoned confused. This game is so retarded. Oh, and now it's Morrow's turn again. Probably does absolutely nothing. Oh, yeah, it worked. Good. Good, 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 good. That's right. Let's start with the ones that are already feeling the burn. Jeez, no goddamn crits? I mean, I could summon something, but, like, why would I? Anyway, he needed a heal more than anything else. Ah, we do have this, though. Okay. Someone has a confusion aura. Cute. Great, she can't even get to this guy. Unless... And now we have to do this. This game is freaking retarded. She's literally right there. Guess we delay her turn.
Simply business.
Okay. He didn't get any sneak attack bonus because no one else was attacking him. Or, you know, no one else had targeted the guy this turn. Joke's on you, buddy. So, what you're trying to tell me is... Nope, I used 5-foot movement last time, didn't I? Or last time I had her turn. Whatever. This game obviously is retarded, so I'm not even going to pretend that it matters. So who do we kill next? You. Okay. Why do we just have... I don't understand why Darren is not on his horse. Yeah, I'm aware he was stunned last turn. Mr. Ed was stunned. Seela's still on him. It doesn't make any sense that he's not on his horse. Why do you hate him? He's not even strong. I guess I should be thankful they didn't use Hold Monster successfully on someone who's actually useful. And somehow we lost Greyboar's turn. Why? I really do hate this game sometimes.
You won't survive me.
Single cast of freedom of movement will set this straight. Now that I've stripped all of them naked. I saw that portal over there, but is there any... Right, there's this I can enter as well. Oh good, these guys don't want to fight. I mean, you can't blame me for being a little worried. Two guys with 4 arms each? I mean, that's a little intimidating, just a little bit. So let's go ahead and quick save. Just on the off chance that something goes tits up again. I can portal up, which I've done before. I do want to go in here. Rapture of Rupture. I'm curious to see what I get out of it. Bismuth dealt damage to Ember. Great. He's fine now. You actually kidding me? I hate this game. Come on. Get over here. You are surrounded by the sound of a melodious voice that seems to be coming from the stone pillars all around you. Greetings, esteemed guests. Are you here to seek the hospitality of the illustrious Lady Valexia? Or are you here on other business? The entrance to this manor greets you politely. It is far more gracious than the impudent, foul-mouthed door at the 10,000 Delights. We know it's a door. We know this place belongs to... Yeah, Lady Valexia. What I was doing, now that I think about it, I was looking for the mansion of the guy that Greybor is looking to talk to. I have no idea where the mansion is, though, so I was doing some wandering around up here, which is where the episode opened up. And since then, we have killed, I think, 9 demons. The last group was 4. The other one was 4 minotaurs and 1 big guy, so 9. Yeah. Anyway, I got really distracted and caught up in remembering that I seek Lady Valexia's patronage and would like to enter. Welcome to the Rapture of Rupture, esteemed sir. Lady Valexia will be notified of your arrival right away. There's Valexia. I might want to be careful. Jerabeth. Jerabeth. Fascinating. Ooh, treasure chest. You know how I like my goodies. You know, initially I was worried. I'm pretty sure this guy can teleport, right? So if we do end up in a fight, I mean, most of these things I can kill pretty quickly. These two would be the real issue. Anyway, I just like to make sure I know what to expect when I'm going into a place like this, when I'm surrounded by the enemy. What do you want, Jerabeth? You hear Jerabeth's voice in your mind. She sounds friendly, though slightly wary.
So we meet again in the Rapture of Rupture. I cannot help but wonder, by what whimsy of fate have our paths crossed again? Why are you in Illusionera? More importantly, why are you here? What brings you to the manor where I have taken refuge?
What exactly are you doing here?
I am enjoying the benefits of my newfound friendship with Valexia. I have become her servant and companion, and she has given me all the protection and privileges afforded to her inner circle. She loves original and innovative forms of entertainment, and you know how good I am at entertaining demons.
Are you afraid of Baphomet's revenge?
Baphomet won't quarrel with one of Monticula's best friends just to get revenge on an insignificant worm like myself.
You hear amusement in Jerabeth's disembodied voice.
While the lesser servants of all 3 demon lords are constantly embroiled in conflict, always trying to entrap one another in webs of intrigue, the powerful and influential demons prefer to stay neutral. The time for their conflict has not yet come.
I'd like to gain Valexia's patronage for some reason.
That is a wise course of action. Valexia is one of the most powerful patrons you could have in Illusionera. However, she is also one of the most dangerous creatures you will meet in this city. Don't let your guard down. Not even for a second. Don't let her refined manners and civilized demeanor fool you. That's just a mask, a momentary whim. Alexia's true nature is well known in the Abyss, and it is far less restrained and much more violent. Right now, she is tired of fury and conquest, but that could change at any moment. Beware of her boredom and Do not let her lose interest in you. Of course, you don't want to keep Alexia waiting. She hates feeling neglected.
Maybe I should bow out while I have the opportunity. But first... let me quick save, just in case. And go. The demon that comes to greet you has blonde hair and is wearing a modest but elegant dress. She seems surprisingly friendly. Her soft voice and impeccable manners seem out of place in a city where extreme passions and boundless indulgence prevail over temperance and moderation.
A new guest has arrived. How intriguing. How exciting. A mortal from Galarian, if my eyes do not deceive me. What brings you to my manor? This is all very intriguing.
Valexia. Valexia. We have clashed and battled many times. Her claws were always stained with the blood of those she killed on the battlefield.
Sort of like your sword would have been? So that doesn't really matter, does it?
Now she looks different, but I am certain that her true nature remains unchanged. She is still violent and dangerous. You must be on your guard, champion. Well, we were warned not to bore her, so I am the commander of the Crusaders of Galarian. I am a famous warrior known for my amazing powers. I seek the honor of your attention and the pleasure of your inestimable company. Alexia answered. Yeah, they forgot the S on answered. Anyway, Alexia answers politely, but without much enthusiasm.
Known for your amazing powers. Here in the Abyss, you will need more than power and influence to impress others. Your special abilities will hardly give you the same status as they did on your home world. The demons will not see you as worthy of glory and respect until you demonstrate what makes you unique. However, you've managed to pique my interest, and I would be glad to make your acquaintance. There is no need to bother with titles. You can simply call me Valexia. And you are already given... Didn't I just say who I was? Anyway, don't put your trust in her words, champion. Valexia's temper is like the wind that blows across Ishiar. It changes constantly and bodes poorly for us no matter which direction it turns. We must watch her as vigilantly as a skilled sailor watches the horizon. Like, didn't I literally... Oh, I didn't actually give her my name.
I think he's right on this one, but only because it goes in step with what she said. This thing said about not boring her. Keeping my name a secret would intrigue her. That's at least the intent. Something to keep her wondering, keep her guessing, keep her interested. A little mystery does good for a relationship. And so, my name will remain a secret. Valexia claps her hands in delight.
You would prefer to remain incognito, a mystery knight. Isn't that what you'd be called on Galarian? How absolutely charming. Well, my new mysterious friend, I have a proposal for you. Let's pick a place that's nice and romantic and go on an innocent little date together. It'll be a chance for us to get to know one another.
Well, if I went anywhere, Ivu would be there, so at least I hope. Because if it turns into a fight, Morrow's useless on his own. I mean, I can summon things that could help, but since I can't control them, they literally would only last like a handful of turns. How about the Battle Bliss? It offers simple, spirited entertainment, and it'll be a good place for us to talk undisturbed. No one will notice us because they'll be too busy watching the fights in the pit. We can have a nice conversation and learn more about one another. I'll be waiting for you at the arena. I hope you'll accept my invitation. I'll be very disappointed if you deny me the pleasure of your company. And, I'm guessing we sort of have to do this, since according to Jerabeth, she hates feeling neglected. So, I guess this is what we're doing this episode. Alexia gives you an admiring smile and adds, "After all, you are the champion. You have conquered the arena. We're better to learn more about you than in the place where you proved your worth." Who does she think we are? A circus troupe hired to entertain guests at a ball? The effrontery! Call me old-fashioned, but I rather think we should go back to the traditional kill-on-sight method of dealing with demons. We are in a very precarious situation here. As much as I would love violence, it seems prudent, especially with Jerabeth here, that we don't do that. And ooh, wilderness. Okay. I'm curious to get as much information on this guy as I can. If you know of all the most influential demons in this city, perhaps you've heard the name of a demon. Perhaps you've heard of a demon named Wilderness? Alexia smirks at you. Indeed, although I wish I hadn't. The pompous dullard never stops boasting about his position as Our Lady in Shadow's main arcanist, and... Arcanist, not kineticist, okay. And perhaps his magic really is that impressive, but... Unfortunately, the same cannot be said of his character. He's a coward and a bore. He may be tenacious, but he certainly lacks any cunning. I heard that he recently hired some assassins and sent them after Derazan's head, but he wasn't smart enough to hire professionals. Not only did they fail, they also revealed the name of their client, and now everyone knows who ordered the hit. And now everyone knows who ordered the job. Such sad mediocrity. Please choose your words more carefully. I can assure you that if I were free to deal with Derazan on my own terms, he would not have survived. And I certainly would not have chosen to attack him with that pathetic toothpick of a weapon I was given. Alright, none of these other questions seem like they'll be interesting, so I'm out of here. And now we have to drag our butts all the way back down to the Battle Bliss. Welcome back. So, apparently, I was not aware of it at the time, but Bismuth had, I guess, during the time we were having the conversation with what's her name? Velexia. The Unbreakable Heart spell was still counting down. So it ultimately wore off. Bismuth very nearly killed Ember, but he didn't because he was too busy killing himself first. So he had died. I didn't realize it at the time. Ultimately, I apparently left his body behind. Went through the 10,000 delights. Apparently, by the way. Once what's her name leaves. Chavarro. Once Chavarro leaves to go after Menago, Herax takes her place, and she sells you some really nice stuff. She sells 2 daggers that are, could be of interest to someone, but they have to be used together, otherwise you don't get the full effect of one of them. And the other one isn't particularly useful on its own. She sells a dart that's kind of interesting, dealing sonic damage rather than piercing damage. And it also deals like some boosted sonic damage on crits. Anyway, it's slightly interesting. More interesting were 2 particular pieces of equipment. A cape and I think it was a resistance +3 cape, and a necklace that prevents the wearer from dying once a day. So I gave both of those to Darren to make him just a little harder to kill. It's been a very full day. So, let's go ahead and see what what Velexia wants. What she really wants. But unfortunately now we have to wait for this whole mess to finish rotating. On a side note, I was tempted to, but I didn't have to actually have any of my people use. It wasn't necessary for any of my people to use a resurrection spell. I have the spell from Ember that consumes a diamond, and that would have worked to resurrect Bismuth. But, as always, I instead returned to the Nexus to see if the Inheritor could solve our little issue, and he did. Unfortunately, our good buddy Bismuth is no longer able to summon treants, at least until we get back to Galarian. Not looking forward to that, because then we have to start doing the Crusade stuff again, and frankly, I don't miss that. Whoops. I can't imagine that it's... Oh. For your date, Velexia has swapped out her previous dress for an equally elegant outfit. The blood-red hue of her new gown seems particularly fitting considering the activities of the arena. There you are, my friend. Let's hurry to the box reserved for distinguished guests. I am determined not to let you enjoy the spectacle from any other seats. Your new dress is very elegant. Okay. The demon blushes slightly and gives you a pleased smile. That is a very awkward transition. Why would they give you... I don't get why they would give you a dialogue option first. And then transport you, and then reconcile the chosen dialogue option. It seems kind of sloppy to me. You could have just forcefully teleported me since it was going to happen either way, and then give me the dialogue option. But I guess I'm nitpicking. I mean, it's just another one of the game's many flaws, so maybe not. I'm flattered that you notice such things, especially here in the arena where there are so many other sites to capture your attention. Speaking of which, the fight is about to start. Ah, it's the unkillable one versus a Titan. A fierce battle unfolds in the arena. The bloody freak surges forward, launching it into a brutal attack against Axel. Axel desperately tries to resist the onslaught, but the bloody freak is relentless. He strikes one furious blow after another, showing no signs of exhaustion or fatigue as he bears down on his opponent. Axel attempts to fight back against her enemy with quick sudden attacks, but fails to find an opening. Her movements begin to slow and her footsteps leave behind a crimson trail of blood. I can fight all right, but I don't like to watch such horrible fights. Watching them is scary and it makes me unhappy. Oh, here's an idea. I'll just keep my eyes closed. Ivo squeezes her eyes shut resolutely. Alexia observes you closely. Her eyes sparkle with lively curiosity, and you are forced to turn your attention away from the fight as she asks, Slavery is the cornerstone of our life in the Abyss, and gladiator fights are a popular source of entertainment. How are such shows perceived on your homeland of Galarian? What is your view on slavery? Which question do you want me to answer first? I think she would find this answer boring. I could also use more evil. I'm not choosing either of these. I think we'll see what the Hand of the Inheritor has to say. What do you think of Alexia? The angel's voice is tense, as if he is expecting a fight to break out at any moment. She is too gentle, too placid. Nothing at all like she used to behave in battle. No, when we fought one another, she was never meek and gentle. She was a flurry of rage and angry curses. This masquerade, these tricks of hers, all seem very suspicious to me. Great. Thanks for your help, buddy. Useless bastard. I mean, he's not useless. I like the free heals and the restoration of my spells. Oh, that is so... Oh, that's just... Oh, I could eat that up all day. I sort of have to go with this option. All of the others, I'm okay with this one. But I'm trying to think ahead, so... This might actually be the better choice. Considering the circumstances. And I'm okay with it, frankly. At the very least, this will be a test of seeing what responses she views more positively. Why did I say it like that? More positively. We'll go with this one for now. The very idea of slavery offends my free spirit. Alexia smiles approvingly, clearly pleased with your answer. It offends ours too. Demons take great pleasure in enslaving others and will buy and sell slaves without hesitation, but a demon in chains will not rest until they regain their spirit and tear their captives to pieces. I wonder what would have happened if we had not allied ourselves with that sound. Who'd be fighting here instead? Because she had punching daggers that I kind of wanted, to be honest. Like, they were pretty good. I actually considered putting them on Gravor, but then we had to redo the entire thing because something went tits up later on, so... well, what can you do? Anyway, with a victorious growl, the bloody freak hurls himself recklessly at his rival, who appears to be exhausted from her wounds. However, Handsonic was merely feigning weakness. She dodges at the last moment and strikes a resounding blow. Blood gushes from the demon's wound as his growl of rage gives way to a howl of desperation. Alexia glances disinterestedly at the arena, then returns her attention to you. She is clearly more interested in conversation than in watching the fight. Nevertheless, even Galarians who are not enslaved are often forced to fight by those in authority. Yet they still charge into battle with as much zeal as those two gladiators down in the arena. So tell me, what gives them the motivation to fight? What do they hope to achieve? Good or chaotic, but probably the better options. Given that she's a demon, this is probably out. So, those who are worthy fight for their freedom. As for the rest, they fight because they are obedient to the will of their masters. The demon nods her approval. I can see that you are insightful enough to notice the invisible chains and collars that bind your skin. Such depth of perception is truly commendable. Was it really necessary for her to embarrass this guy like this, though? Well, he's a meat monster, so I don't really care whether he lives or dies. Handsonic, no longer putting up a pretense of weakness, advances against the bloody freak, dealing him several painful blows. She strikes with precision, drawing blood but never delivering a fatal blow. The audience goes wild as Handsonic toys with her opponent, and the smell of blood hangs heavy in the air. There is no doubt the merciless symphony of violence being played out in the arena will soon reach its deadly crescendo. Uh-oh. But the bloody freak isn't finished. He lets out a monstrous, bloodthirsty howl. It reverberates around the arena as he channels his powerful rage into one last brutal attack. He strikes as swift as lightning, and Hansonic's flurry of blows is brought to a sudden halt. She sways slightly, then doubles over as if embracing the blade that was just plunged through her body. Then, with another primal roar, the demon cuts her down, dispatching his weakened opponent with one powerful strike. Alexia watches Handsonic closely. She muses thoughtfully. But every warrior will meet their death eventually. How do Galarians face the end of their life? Are they scared of death? Do they despise it? Or do they welcome it as a friend? And I can almost plainly see that chaotic is the answer. This is too pure of heart. It literally gives me cavities. This is dumb. I mean, I know Regil would just get rock hard at the idea of this being said, but no. Death is the end. So, we should live life to the fullest while there's still breath in our lungs. You have such a passion for life. I've never seen such a depth of feeling. Most people are afraid of their emotions. They lack the courage to show their true feelings, so they try to keep them hidden with tricks and distractions that disguise the cowardice of their souls. The scream screams and howls of the crowd are deafening. The bloody freak, oblivious to his numerous wounds, basks in the admiration of the audience. The arena master's voice rings out across the battle bliss. All hail the winner! Hail the bloody freak! Hepzibah rises from her place and announces loudly, I want this bloodthirsty fighter to be my servant. From now on, he is my slave, and anyone insolent enough to object will face my wrath. We have enough for that. Oh, we can pull diplomacy. If you outbid Hepzibah for this gladiator, you'll wipe the smirk off her arrogant face. Also, we don't want her to have that guy around when we go and deal with her, because she's on borrowed time. Anyway, succeeding at the diplomacy check, Alexia averts her gaze but fails to hide her mischievous smile. What a positively delightful idea. I can't resist. Ah, what'd you do to me? You've discovered my weakness. Only moments ago, Hepzibah commanded the attention of the entire audience as she boasted about her power. However, when Alexia rises from her seat, all eyes turn toward the succubus. I dare to challenge the claim of the most esteemed Hepzibah. I'm touched by this fighter's tenacity. He's found a way to my heart, and I wish to make him my bodyguard. If anyone dares to argue against my right to make such a claim, they can say it to my face. The arena master glances cautiously at Hepzibah then he turns to Alexia and gives her a respectful nod. The crowd erupts into cheers and shouts, clearly enjoying the public humiliation of Baphomet's daughter. Hepzibah bellows and utters wild curses, and the sounds of her wrath shake the arena. But Alexia ignores her threats with a look of magnificent disdain and gives you a sly smile. This was so exciting. I've enjoyed our time together here at the arena. However, I cannot resist the urge to appear with you somewhere in high society. I'm sure you wouldn't say no to attending a private reception with me at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. Shamira has prepared something special for her guests, and I would very much like for you to experience it with me. I shall wait for you at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. You really must come. I simply won't take no for an answer. Alexia suddenly pauses as she's about to leave. She turns toward you with a look of gentle reproach. Oh, you should have reminded me. I nearly forgot. After such a wonderful time together, you must become a regular guest. I insist. Please accept this little gift as a reminder that the doors of my manor are always open to you. This coin is a key to the teleportation arch located in the upper city. I would not normally give something like this to ordinary guests, but there's nothing ordinary about you, is there? I mean, when you're right, you're right. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this episode must come to an end. I'm glad Hepzibah does not have access to the bloody freak, because I'm sure that guy is nasty. Oh, just the worst. Anyway, again, we have come to the end of yet another video. And I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. I will not be taking another break for some time. I missed Tuesday. Well, I missed recording on Tuesday to have a video for you Wednesday, and it just became a thing where I'm like, what if I did nothing this week? And so it was. Hopefully you guys can forgive me and you are looking forward to more, because there will be more. I guarantee it. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.